Anti-Semitism on the march and out in the open in downtown Toronto. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. It was disturbing to walk out my door the other day, head down Yonge Street, and see what can only be described as an anti-Semitic, anti-Israel march. I'm sure the organizers would say, no, that's not the case. They would claim that they're simply being pro-Palestinian. But listen to the chant that they put out over and over again, from the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Now, this chant, which means from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea, Palestine will be free. What that means, Palestinian land. No Israelis, not living side by side, not a two-state solution, a one-state solution without Israel's presence. They want to wipe Israel off the map. They do not want a Jewish homeland. They do not want Jews to be present in the area. This is what has gone on time and again with Palestinian leadership. It's something that needs to be called out, because march for Palestinian causes all you want. Call for better treatment. Call for changes in how Israel handles things. But when you start chanting from the river to the sea, you've lost me, because then you are straight on into anti-Semitism. Now, unless you still think that that's not an anti-Semitic chant, that this is not a group of people who are hell-bent on the destruction of Israel, check out this other clip cheering on the bombing of civilians.
As we march right now, people in Lebanon have hit Israel with 2 rockets.
If you are cheering the bombing of civilian areas with responses of Allahu Akbar, then I'm sorry, you are not cheering on Palestinian causes. You are cheering on the death and desecration of innocent civilians. This is not what we need in Canada. This is not what I want to see in my city. This does not belong in this country, in Toronto. It needs to be called out and condemned, which is what I am doing and what I am calling on everyone else to do. We can have our differences. We can have political fights from the homeland, but you leave the violence, the nasty rhetoric back home. I know of what I speak. I come from an immigrant family. We have our own issues, including far too much violence over the years, but you do not bring the hatred into this country. It stops when you come here. Enough of using Canada's streets, using freedom of speech to call for the death and destruction of people that you disagree with politically. If Palestinian leaders wanted to find peace for their people, if Palestinian leaders wanted to make things better for their people, they would accept a two-state solution that has been offered time and again, instead of rejecting it at every turn. Instead, they continue to repress their own people. They continue to keep them down. They continue to say no to anything that would lead to lasting change, because the one thing they can't accept is Israel's existence. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Share this on social media. Denounce anti-Semitism. And make sure you subscribe to our channel.